An unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown. The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded. I have been programmed to simulate joy and excitement at the opportunity to test my limited defensive capabilities. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice. The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low. Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again. Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show. Now initiated. More welcome protocol. Please maintain responsible distance.
Hey, you got a minute?
One simply must appreciate such an effective deterrent.
Got my head in the game, boss. Maybe we can talk when we're done here?
anger a man of the cloth.
I'm keen. Doing all right?
You're a deft hand with a mag pick. You're an artist, Captain.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping you'd play by the rules. We could have had a good old-fashioned boarding. Now you're barging into my office, muddying tracks all over my floor. A little respect for the ship. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, but I had every intention of respecting the upholstery. I would have had you spaced or shot in the bathroom or something. You're Adjutant of Conde's hired gun. I don't know why you've taken an interest in Gorgon, and frankly, I don't want to know. You and I are in a bit of a situation. I don't get paid unless you're dead, and a man's got to make a living. You understand? Well, it's not like I've got much of a choice here. If you're willing to be reasonable, I'm willing to put away the coach persona. You know I can't just back out of a job. I've got a reputation to think about. My team and I were contracted to apprehend the Unreliable, eliminate its crew, and dispose of the captain. I couldn't tell you who hired me even if I wanted to. The contract's anonymous. No names, no faces, just money and a target. I can't turn down a job like that. You understand.
That's the last of them! Great work.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Hey, boss. I've been thinking. Got my head in the game, boss. Maybe we can talk when we're done here?
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart? Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
You know, they're gonna make a serial about our adventures one day. I've been trying to think of a good title for this episode. I like the sound of The Skip Job. No, wait, I got it. Hope in Dark Times. Get it? Hope? Like the ship. That's what folks in the business call wordplay. Nothing gets past you, boss. In fact, I've been thinking about what we'd call our adventure serial. Thrilling Tales of the Unreliable. Or maybe spine-chilling stories from the edge of the system. Was also considering Astounding Adventures in the Ether. I'm partial to that last one. Not bad. Got a nice ring to it. Stealing the hope from the board, skipping it across the whole damn system. This is gonna be great. I can't wait. Enough to boost my pay? I'm just kidding, boss. I know you don't pay me. I'm sure you've got plans to make. As for me, I gotta keep practicing my signature dropkick. The Hope might have cameras.
We've arrived at the Olympus Orbital Flight. To return. One piece.
Another science lab, another dead body. How refreshing. Great work.
Everything's going to be okay. Just breathe, Kelly. Everything's going to be all right. Ah! Stop making that noise. They'll hear you. Who's out there? Really? I would be indebted to you for life. But how do I know I can believe you? I'll have to come out to assess it myself. Hold on. I'm opening the door.
Let me just catch my breath. I swear, my heart's trying to punch its way out of my chest. Law, I'm so lucky you came along. I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back, I'd been gearing myself up to take a long walk off a short turbine platform. Then the security mechanicals broke out into a massacre, and I realized I really want to live. How can I help you help me get out of here? I'm Kelly Marine, the receptionist. And before you ask, I wasn't manning the visitor's desk when the mechanicals went haywire, 'cause no one comes here. Not ever. Not since all us station workers were dropped off at the start of the project a year ago. Project's on a yearly rotation cycle. Once a year, Auntie Cleo reviews our work and decides if we get more rations, personnel, deadlines, that sort of thing. At first, I thought it was an honor, getting assigned to a lab up in the ether high above Olympus. But I didn't know what it'd be like, day in and day out. I ask myself that question a lot, and then I realize I'm talking to myself. Cabin fever sets in at about 90 days. Auntie Cleo's official term is contagious irritable claustrophobia, and it ain't covered by the company's medical policy. If I had to guess, you'd probably find his body either in his office or the labs. Or heck, he could have been on the toilet. I don't know. No bones about it, he was the smartest of us all. Maybe he evaded the automechs, too. Like what? Pink slip protocol. How should I know? I just monitor the front desk. Well, except for the last couple of days when I've been hiding out in here. If you work at OOPS, you're doing research and development. If we're not researching or developing fast enough, the protocol's there to put the fear in us. Somebody messed up. When one of us makes a mistake, the whole facility pays for it. I know it sounds harsh, but it was in our contracts and everything. Oh, this lab was built for the sole purpose of brewing an advanced version of anthracillin. Dr. Lowe was spearheading the initiative. Science stuff isn't really my area, though, so I don't know more than that. Do I ever? Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time. Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there. Here, this is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
Easy. Nicely done.
Activated. Unit moving to...
May you find peace in death.
Contaminant targeted.
The last.
Detected.
Try not to think about the structural integrity of this place. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned anything. impressive as always.
System of beginning to...
Caution! Security, Sam cleans it up.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
One team is a tragedy, two teams
Shush. No talking. Concentrating. Damn it. I almost had it. The formula was in my mind and I almost had it. I was so close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest. Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive? All sorts of things. Science, mainly. A little bit of research. If you're talking about all the dead bodies, that'd be the Pink Slip Protocol. Right. That answers that. Next question. Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
May I suggest caution? Hallucinations can be quite tricky to navigate.
Look, we all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober. Ugh, stale drugs. Well, what's one more disappointment anyway? Auntie Cleo instituted the Pink Slip Protocol. Fancy marketing term that translates to, we're not satisfied with the quality of your work, so we're revoking your lifetime contracts. Can you believe Auntie terminated my entire team? It's a terrible setback. For my team, I mean, not for me. Not this time. I'll continue the work on my own if need be. Of course I do. Why'd you figure I've inhaled myself into such a detached emotional state? Obviously, it's so that I can care far less, and thus continue to operate at peak efficiency for the project's sake.
Grief is painful, but not facing it is more painful in the long run. Believe me, I know.
Good thing I couldn't give a whit what any of you think. Auntie Cleo wants us to develop Anthracillin Plus, a new and improved version of the original Anthracillin formula. And what Auntie wants, Auntie gets. Eventually. I was making considerable progress. I can't possibly fathom why they prematurely terminated the project. I'm not lying. I'm carefully curating the truth for you. All right, listen. Auntie needs to be patient. I'll eventually get around to developing Anthracillin Plus. My priority right now is sky high. Once I perfect my formula, I'll be able to keep my mind functioning at peak performance without any pesky distractions. Like feelings. No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all. Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead. Dr. Olivia Ambrose was one of the finest scientists in the colony. If you're risking your life to retrieve her journal, there's likely a good reason. If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask. No, I'm not stepping out of my lab. Not under any circumstances. I can't bear to look at what's out there. Take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility. Reactivate the turbine, and I'll give you the access you want.
System processor is suffering an electrical overload.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
One order of frickin' fan coming up.
weather is perfect weather for a first playhouse.
The facility's back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation. I suppose I have you to thank for realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile. You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt tuna. Wait, take my gun while you're at it. If you end up dying on Gorgon, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partially responsible. Neither of us want that. Die, perhaps? Automechanical sentries are generally programmed to ignore corpses. I don't like the idea of going back to that place, to that life. Yes, I know it's not me risking my throat gallivanting around Gorgon. It's you, for whatever madcap reasons you've got. I've helped you once, and I don't feel great about it. I made a clean break from Gorgon, and now it feels like you're asking me to tether myself back to that place. I suppose you've got a point. Or something resembling a point. I'm emotionally addled right now, and I'm allowing my sentiments to get the better of me. Here, my personal security keycard. There's a hallway near the processing room. It leads to a security terminal. Use this keycard to unlock the hallway and disable security.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
This change of scenery sure is something. I'm gonna lean into it. Embrace it. Work with it. You're in control.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker. orbit above Gordon.
Analyzing location. The Sprat Shack. Error. Furman suction nozzle not attached. This unit is unprepared for specialized eradication procedures.
Ugh. Something smells like a marauder's armpit.
Lemony Fresh aerosol canister requires replacement. Muting volume now.
Welcome to Human Inquiry Odyssey, a Spacer's Choice facility. My name is Dr. Marion Winsky, and I'd like to congratulate Together, we will unlock the path to discoveries.
Puppets out of beans and tested them until they broke. Walk softly, Captain. Some of them still live here, and they hate to be disturbed.
They clearly don't know how we work, Captain.
Volunteer quarters? I've slept in cargo holds nicer than this.
Putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years.
Why do I get the feeling we haven't seen the worst of this place?
Efficient organic substance disposal method noted.
I'm washing my memory out with a bottle of Spectrum Red once we're back on the ship. Can we punch this asshole in the face, Captain? Eventually? Look, I've seen some messy operating tables, but this is a first, and hopefully a last. And pointless. What I'm stuck on is this. Spacer's Choice knew what Adrena Time would do, and they released it anyway. If only their handguns were as deadly. I just wonder if that heiress isn't gonna collapse on her fainting couch when she gets that journal, whatever it holds.
Damn, there you are. Is this... It's off, right? I don't understand these contraptions.
Dr. Blakesley, ma'am, I've come to say that it's time. I'm gonna do it.
Do what?
I'm gonna try for one of the shuttles.
You little shit. You've lost your mind.
If I can just make it to the landing pad, I'll be free.
Be reasonable, Morley. The project is almost over. We'll be out of here by October.
Ma'am, it's January. You're recording, by the way.
Damn it!
Side effects, Dr. Ambrose.
The drug's not ready for release yet. The side effects are immaterial.
So it's dangerous. Perhaps it results in some thrilling mutations. Forearms, maybe? Or a second head?
Try delusion, paranoia, gastric bleeds, violence, and fatal insomnia. Shall I? Volunteers have died. Suicide by automech, suicide by hanging, starvation.
Cut the recording, Georgie.
You sure, boss? I just put on a new cylinder. Stroke, spontaneous combustion, internal exsanguination.
Just turn it off.
Guess we're gonna have to listen to this Jasper guy one last time.
This facility is currently...
We attest to the zest with our hand on our chest. Be impressed as our guest by what we've finessed. You are blessed to ingest what we thoroughly test. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
Passphrase accepted. Access granted. Welcome, Dr. Jasper Lowe.
So this is where Spacer's Choice's top lab coats made their wonder drug? Yep, looks like a mess. And here I was, hoping we'd have the place to ourselves. That's gotta be our pal from the OCI, right? I'm starting to wonder what they're hiding.
Cleans it up.
Take your best shot, asshole!
Roscoe, it's Georgie. If you're hearing this, you must still be holed up at the Sprat Shack. And you're not gonna like this one bit. I was trying to steal our recordings when things went crazy. I know. Like I said, sorry. And I'm gonna be in a heap of trouble if I don't get them, so if you want to save my bacon, you need to do it for me. I need the 3 interviews we did with Ambrose, this one here, plus another recording of my own. I left that last one with a guy who owed me a favor at the garbage processing office in the chemical waste ravine. I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings, plus a passphrase. Glacial Age. Oh, and don't listen to my log, all right? Just stay safe and keep your head down.
Entering quiet mode.
So much for the easy way.
Incoming!
That's the last of them.
So, this is where that uppity lab coat worked, huh?
You survived. You're remarkably intent on stepping on every plan to end you. How inconsiderate. Especially after I've gone to so much effort to see you rest in peace. It's a good thing, then, that I finally figured out what you're after. I'll see you soon, little weasel.
Well, I'm glad. I've been looking forward to punching this sprat fuck in the throat. I've seen some reckless operations, but here, it's like they were trying to get people killed. Sloppy work, poor management, and a questionable odor? I'll say. Still, Spacer's Choice spent a fortune on this place. Filled it with the best and brightest lab coats they could find, and this is what they came up with? That's the whole point of bureaucracy, isn't it? Knowing how Byzantines treat failure like it's catching? I can see why Minnie'd want to clear the family name. Let's get out of here. This place stinks like machine grease and bad science.
and continual effort. Object is tuned to be feckless. Relative of efforts.
How about that?
Tell me about the production of adrenotime, Dr. Ambrose. I hear Compound X is a unique challenge to work with.
It's temperamental. It must be refined under tightly controlled circumstances at tremendously low temperatures.
Do you compound it with anything else? Tell me more about your refining process. Our audience is conversant in the sciences, very detail-oriented, so don't be afraid to get technical.
Last time I met you, you spoke like a groundbreaker builder sprat. Why the sudden airs and such specific questions? Does your minder know what you're up to? Does he suspect you're a spy?
Pardon me.
Nice going.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings? Well, I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend. She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except, oh shit. my weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia Ambrose about? Doesn't make sense. Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew, right after they killed her. Hell, being stuck here might have been the only thing keeping me alive. No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me? Sure, yeah. My ma used to say the same thing. And anyway, unauthorized fraternization between employees is illegal. But that's all you need to know about my dire love life, I think. Any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Or can I get back to my drinking? Listen, I appreciate you telling me what happened with those recordings, but I need some time to think. Got a lot to process. Yeah, I'll just... yeah. See you around.